So hey, beautiful people, how you are doing? This is Hosanna. Quick one and a story time. You know when they will tell you, do not put a family member in a business that you're trying to build. It's not as if they're not good family members that will help you build what you want to build. But I believe for someone that wants to build something solid for him or herself, you should keep emotions aside. It's not like there are no family members that will help you build your things and make it solid. And it's not also like they're not strangers that will come into something you're trying to build and even help you destroy it the more. There are people like that. But to avoid stories that touches the heart, people will tell you keep family members aside and try to build something with people that you can easily tell your mind or you can even ask them to leave what you're doing. Now, this thing I'm going to tell you, this story is like it happened to me personally, not like me, go, 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 but my mom. So anything that happens to my mom happens to me. That's why she's my mom, right? I just remembered it and it's so annoying and it's just like me giving people advice out there. See, anything that will make you put emotions in something you're trying to build. Except you're not ready to build those things, but you see emotions, keep emotions aside. So a few years ago, before I lost my dad, my mom retired from civil service, Kenny. She retired 2012. That was even before my dad died, right? And for someone that retired as a chief nursing officer in UNTAD to cause around, she had things, ambitions. She has things planned out for herself. She has a lot of things. She has things that she wants to do after. You know, when some of them have retirement plan, I have things that I would do after my retirement, right? That was my mom. She had that she wanted to do, how she wanted to do it. It was ready. So she had everything planned out for herself. And then my dad became sick, very sick. He had the first stroke and he had the second stroke. So when my mom retired, she opened a pharmacy shop, a big pharmacy shop at my street, not too far from my house. But if you enter that shop, you know that the person that owns the shop had planned down for this a long time. So but because my mom is someone that is so big on family, it's not like I'm not big on family, but I don't give family chance to use me. See, I feel that everything we are doing, whether my family or not, you need to be diplomatic. You need to use your senses, know when not to cross your boundaries. So my mom is so big on family, and anything has to do with family, she feels that the way she takes you, the way she take you is the way you take her too. She don't understand the fact that I can take you to heart, and you don't even care about me. And my mom's side is like that. She takes all of them to heart, and half of the things that she does for them, even half of the way she thinks about them, I don't do the same for her. She doesn't even understand this particular thing. And then so when she opened the pharmacy shop, the love of her life is sick, right? And she needed to take care of my dad. I was still in school. I was still in boarding. So I was still in secondary school then actually. And so I was in boarding school, right? So I do come back. I think that was the period I was in boarding school and it was not long I finished. So since her husband was sick and she needed someone to also help her run the pharmacy shop, right? So now she asked the brother, the younger brother, I think their last born, to come and stay. Really angry, right? And I think for me to bring my mic to talk about this, I'm ready for anything that's going to happen. And I'm even waiting for that day to come because I need to really say my mind. I've just been angry for years about that kind of betrayal and disappointment. So my mom asked her younger brother, the last born, to come stay in the shop. The last born too is a married man that has children. I don't want to call him a flafu, but he's actually an flafu who doesn't care about anybody but himself, as selfish as anything you could talk about. And I wish that man would see this video. But I've been waiting for him for years. And God helping him, he has not crossed my path. So my mom employed, not even employed, because my mom said it was a family business, so big on family. My mom asked him to come and stay in the shop. My mom allowed him do what he was doing. Imagine the owner of the shop don't even do akawo. You where they call to come stay for shop, they do akawo 2-5. You will chop food with meat, fish, pomo. Oh God, this life. And then this one that opened this shop will try and be managing herself. She will have savings for where you that is a brother, you already done for her. Like you guys don't even have any reasons to make this shop stand. My mom initial plan was when she opens the shop and then when she sees the progress of that shop, right? She probably will leave this shop for her family. She'll call this shop like a family kind of business and then open one that is personally for her. Now, my mom that was even making plans didn't even say, okay, let me make plans for my children. My mom was so concerned about her immediate family, that's her siblings. I don't have a problem with that. I believe in this life that me as a human being, I'm not going to depend on anybody's money. For someone like me who was not even depending on any money from my mom or from my dad, see, I'm this kind of person that always believe that for anything that I have in this life, I have to work for it because of the experiences I've had. I've always had to work for my see. I have this thing. I have this belief. I don't believe that things come freely to you. People might be lucky that they come out and people give them things. I'm this kind of person that will always work for what I have or what I want to get. I always have to work for it. So I maybe I'm not privileged to be that kind of person that people gift or you don't need to struggle for anything. You just stay in your house and you get what you want to get. I'm not privileged like that. I know that I have to really go out and hustle for my money. Truth is this, I've experienced the two sides of life. You know, when they say the two sides of the coin, your family having money so time and they can provide for anything that you want, and then your family not even having enough for you to even do things that you want to do. So I've experienced these two sides of life and I understand life. Like I've seen life from the mirror and I've experienced it like full time. So I didn't even have any plans of saying, okay, after I'm going to take over this business for my mom or I didn't have that plans. But I just felt okay. Why are you making plans for immediate family? You know, even they involve your kidney, your children when you born for the matter. But I didn't even have problem with that. No concern me. But I know tomorrow, God's willing, I was going to get married and then my plan was before even all those things even start coming up, I've had something strong working for me. You know all these things you plan, you've seen the way things are working, you feel this way is going to happen because you have planned it, you have written those plans in your head, and you feel the waiting there is working towards there, you feel okay. So I had my plans, like what is this? I said, okay, no problem. I like the fact that you're very big on family. So you as a human, that this woman handed her business over to you, even if you know that you have plans too, you want to make your own money too, you want to eat and enjoy. The best thing you should do for this woman is to make sure that the money she wasted in building this farmer, she sees it. The only thing you can do is maybe if something is 100 naira, maybe sell it 200 and make your own get. You get? That's what me I feel. If I'm going to do business for someone, okay, this is 100 naira, I want to sell it 100 naira, no problem. I'm going to sell it 100 naira, right? That's no problem. But let me make sure that the money you spend building this business, you are seeing it. So you actually have money to keep, even save, or probably when you want to go and get more things, goods for this shop, you have money that will use and go to the market and buy. Or this one you are selling for your sister, she's not even seeing her capital. Even if she wants to go and get more goods for the shop, she's using her own money to go. So what's the need of you staying in the shop? Or what's the need of the shop when the shop cannot generate anything? So my mom felt okay. The fact that her eyes was not even there, you as a man, you tell your wife will come every day to collect money for food. You give her money for food, probably most times 10,000, more than 10,000 in someone else's business. You will do her job. You do her job of almost 3-5, maybe 2-5 every single day, and then you eat food of 2-5, 3,000 every single day. Now let me tell you one thing we don't know. If I am working for you, or if I'm working in a shop, the way you treat okay, let me bring that example to us. You have something. See, I'm only going to treat that thing the way I see you treating that thing. So when you have something that you treat like trash, do you expect me to carry that thing like gold? No. I will always see that thing from the angle that you are seeing it, right? As long as I see you treating that this thing like trash, I'm going to treat it as trash too, right? So my mom also had an auxiliary nurse, English. My mom also had an auxiliary nurse that was working for her. So the lady have seen the way my mom's younger brother was treating her shop and everything inside her shop. What do you expect the lady to do? To carry it like gold? Nah. As my mom's younger brother was eating his own money, the lady too was eating her own money. You understand? And the man will not even have the mouth to shout on her because you can't tell me not to do what you are doing. And it's not like the shop belongs to you. Now let me even give you guys the gist. The craziest one was the fact that he made people believe that the shop belonged to him and not my mom. He made people believe that he was a doctor. Nigga, no one bash idiot. You make people believe that you are a doctor and you owned the shop. So even when my mom comes, like the owner of the shop and as a retired nurse to her shop, people see her as the sales girl, maybe that was employed to come and sell in the shop. So each time people come to buy something from the pharmacy shop, they will always ask about the doctor. And when she tells them the doctor is not around, they'll be like, they will come back tomorrow when doctor is not around. My mom was like, that it happened the first time, the second time, the third time. My mom was like, that she was not telling me that she doesn't understand. Do we have any doctor here that she doesn't know? And what has the brother told them that will make them see as she's not capable? Just wants to know what he told them that made them feel that she's not capable of telling them what to do or directing them. That they will always wait for the doctor to come, right? So when you feel this is your family and you are blind to a lot of things. Up until when my mom started noticing that things in the shop has finished, there is no capital, there is no gain. My mom was like, "Are you serious?" And then when you come to meet your brother to ask him things or to maybe give you a breakdown of what is happening in the shop, right? He starts talking to you anyhow and starts beefing you and start looking at you like that kind of I'm a doctor thing have entered his mind. So even when he sees my mom, he feels my mom is not capable. Like my mom cannot handle this shop the way you handle. I didn't know what he was thinking in his mind that would make you look at my mom like that kind of you cannot handle your own shop that you open. But do you think this woman cannot handle her shop and decide to open a pharmacy shop for herself as a retirement plan? Do you get? Or do you think that maybe if my dad wasn't sick at that time, and maybe she would have not why am I saying employed? That she would have asked you to come and help. Because my mom's plan was you should come to the shop and learn. And then, like I said earlier, she will leave that particular shop for the family and then open something else for herself personally. So he started beefing my mom because my mom was not concerned about her business, about why he's not growing, why she's not seeing any capital, why she's not seeing any gain. My mom, I've really been a support of my mom handing that business over to the younger brother to handle because I've never liked him. His lifestyle, the way he treated my mom, he treats my mom to date. I've never liked his guts. I've never ever liked. I've had this special hatred for him. God forgive me, but you cannot actually disregard my mom and expect me to regard you as something, right? So when my mom came to tell me about this, I told my mom, I warned you. Don't even allow these guys to come here. Employ someone that will work for you. But you feel because of the feeling I have for this guy, the hatred, the kind of things the hate I have for this guy, you feel maybe the hate was actually speaking, not me being realistic. Like, guy, be realistic. This is it. Leave family Kenny out of your business. But you feel that that my family, you want the best for them. And then, so when she came to me, I finished her first as my mom. I finished her. She knows that me, I don't take rubbish. I told her my mind. I'm like, I warned you. You know they hear something. I warned you. So now she there to get serious with the shop. Because when she started being serious and started asking about things happening in the shop, the younger brother started beefing her and then even stopped coming to the shop. So when he stopped coming out, that was when my mom realized the ajo card that he was doing. 225 every day. So calculate how much this guy is putting in a month. Imagine 225 every day. 2 days is 5,000. 4 days is 10,000. And 6 days is what? 15,000. So every week, this guy is putting 15,000 in our job, putting 15K in our job every week. And then to the owner of the shop, you can't even account for 10 naira that was spent. Maybe he didn't expect that my mom was going to see their job. My mom was so disappointed. My mom cried. I felt for her as a human being. But I love the fact that it happened so she will learn. And then she said, okay, she was going to be more serious with the pharmacy shop, right? And then she now left it for the other lady that was working with the other guy before. And then that one even scattered things the more. You know, this life is a very small, this world is a very small place. Something that you know that you're going to benefit from, why will you destroy it with your own hands? Something that you know that if you really handle this thing with care, it's going to be more beneficial to you than even the owner of the place. But I will not blame her. Do you know why? Like I said earlier, the way I see you treating something, that will be the way I will treat that. That is the same way I'm going to treat that stuff. So the lady have seen the way my mom's younger brother was treating this store. So he feels, why will I do something different from what have been happening, right? So she said to treat the store the same way the guy has been treating the store. So now they made sure that they destroyed my mom's store, like something that plans that you've had for yourself for years, and within 3 months, I mean, let us call it within 1 year, people destroyed everything you have built. So even when my mom tried to get more serious with that pharmacy shop, it was already gone. It was gone. Like if you see when they started that pharmacy shop, eh? No, when they started that pharmacy shop newly, we had this dream of how far that pharmacy shop would go. If someone would tell me that maybe one day that that pharmacy shop will no longer be there because of a stupid idiot that you call your brother, I will not believe. If you ever tell me that this shop will close down because of this particular waste, I will not believe it. But it happened. And it just needed to teach my mom a lesson. Because my mom has been through things caused by family members and she still doesn't want to learn. Even till gaga now I'm talking to you, she still doesn't want to learn. So from that place, so the mumu of my mom's younger brother now went around telling people that my mom is wicked. My mom asked him to leave his store. My mom pursued. My mom did giddy, said a lot of stupid things. And now, as gullible as we are as humans, you hear something from someone that you know that is close to death, and you don't even bother to probably come and ask questions. But anyway, I don't blame them because we are always this gullible. We are so quick to hear from one side and conclude. We are so quick to draw to conclusion with things that people say. And then it's so crazy that you don't even know this person from anywhere and you already concluded about this person's you've judged this person's character. You have nailed that person to the cross, even without hearing his own side of the story. So now the nonsense guy went around telling people of how wicked my mom was and how my mom asked him to leave the shop after everything he has done for her. A lot of people that were told the story, I'll be they sold the story to bought the story without even coming to ask my mom what happened. Do you get? A lot of them bought the story. More than 90% of them bought the story. The remaining percentage that came, they sold the story to, but they needed to confirm for themselves, came down to my mom to ask her questions with evidence of what was said or or they were said against her. My mom didn't even have to say much. My mom was like, "Do you know this shop when I started this shop?" Yes. Well, look at my shop. Look at it. And tell me who is more wicked, who is a bad person. My mom now brought his ajo card. Look at this ajo card. Do you see any ajo card with my name here? So tell me who is the wicked person. See, for them that came back to my mom to ask questions, they didn't have the mouth to say. But for those idiots that didn't even come back, as gullible as they were, they made enmity with my mom. They always see my mom as a witch. Even one of them even had to even confront her that she's a witch. As in, like, I'm like, are you even okay? Are you sure you're okay? Like, what do you want this man to do to kill herself for this person? Like, do you even know her story with this person? And I was surprised that my mom agreed to give this guy the shop to stay in after what this guy and the family have done to my mom. Even after this incident, my mom still, Omo, I can't be like my mom. I can't deal with people like that. I can't really eat shit and keep eating shit from people, and I'm fine with it. Her goodness is out of this world, and it can never ever be me. So, for my mom that was supposed to get angry that someone she calls her brother destroyed the plan she has made for herself and tried to build for herself. My mom that was supposed to get angry with the brother about what he did was not angry. Now the brother had even destroyed everything she has built. Is not the one that is angry and going around to spoil her name. I told my mom, I warned you, but you feel who is this small girl that is talking to you? When you want to build something serious, have to go the family members aside. The fact that change is inevitable, actually, leave family members aside. You need to bring people that when they're not doing well, you can tell them your mind. If you even feel they're not competent enough, please, I don't need your services any longer. But when you enter at the house to involve family members, you won't even have the mind to tell them that stop working for me because you always look like the bad person, right? They will always bring your name to the family meeting that you don't want your family to progress. That's the way it has always been. I felt for my mom. I felt for her. But then she needed to learn. And then that pharmacy shop is a goner. Has gone. I think a few years down the line, I asked her a question like, where do you think this shop would have been if Emma didn't destroy the shop the way he did? What if Emma didn't run down this shop the way he did, the way he messed it up? Which level do you think this shop would have gotten to if the way you opened this shop, it continued that way? This is one thing my mom will continue to regret. I mean, regret like for the longest of time because that was one mistake that she made. And if it didn't happen to her, she won't learn her lessons. So it needed to happen to her for her to learn her lessons. If you know that you have something solid going for you, I'm not saying that they're not good family members that can handle your business like that. There's like they can even put their lives on the line for this your business to work. There are family members like that. But if you know that everything you're doing is because of emotion, because he's my family, because she's my family, keep that aside. If you know that this person that you call your family can put his life on line for your business and make your business grow, I don't have a problem with you putting your family. But 90% of the time, don't try it. Get someone that you can tell your mind. Get someone that when you know that he or she is not competent, please, I don't need the services any longer. Thank you for the time you spent with me. Why am I saying this? I just remember this story and it's getting me angry because I want to wish that for someone else. And there's some people that till tomorrow that are going to keep making this mistake. There's people that even till now they still want to make this kind of mistake. If you want something solid to go for you, leave family members out of it. The only thing that you can do for them, if you are so generous, you can open a business for them to handle for themselves, not your own. So remembering this story this morning, I felt a bit of emotional and anger joint. You know, when you are emotional and you're angry at the same time. I felt these emotions and anger at the same time. And I'm like, ah, 'cause I had to, I thought about the things my mom has done for family and they still turn back to stab her. And I'm like, God, this man, you too don't do again. Don't do again. Ah, so guys, please learn. Have full emotions, except you know in your heart of hearts you don't want to build anything solid. Because if in your heart of hearts you are building something solid and anyway, I won't even have much. So I just said to just say this story, maybe to probably help me ease the anger I feel in my spirit. But guys, you need to learn. Do not mix emotions and business because this one is not pleasure. Do not mix emotions and business. Pay except you don't want something good coming out from that thing you are struggling to build. Emotions is different. Business is business. See, business is business. Emotions is emotions. Two of them cannot work hand in hand except you don't want to grow. So, guys, have a nice time. I learned to use your senses before it's too late. Bye. If you haven't subscribed to my channel and I want to watch, like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and if you've not turned on your notification bell, turn it on. I love you and have a nice time. Ciao.